I'm Dr. Gary Joseph of Body Logic MD of Cleveland, specializing in bioidentical hormone replacement therapy, fitness, and nutrition. We also do a lot of lifestyle coaching as well. I'm also a part of the Anti-Aging Fellowship and Regenerative and Functional Medicine. Originally, I'm trained in emergency medicine. So I did an emergency medicine residency and boarding, and I still practice emergency medicine, so I have a good sense of exactly what's going on in traditional medicine and what's going on in non-traditional medicine. I'm an osteopath. The training isn't that much different, but the approach is very different. So you have very much more a holistic approach. You look at the body as a unit. And I really believe that the body was made to heal itself. There's so much polypharmacy that never gets to the root core of the abnormality. Taking a pill and then another pill and then another pill. Well, the underlying abnormality's never been corrected. I wanted to treat the core cause of the disease. This is the difference between traditional medicine and how we were trained. I always explain to my patients that as American doctors, I think that we're really good at diagnosing disease states. So we're really good at what happens to the body outside of the normal. But we're not really good at all at managing normal and bringing that normal to optimal. So there's a whole different range, there's a whole different life in managing normal to optimal. So essentially that's what we're trying to do, is find optimal health through hormone balance. And making sure that we tailor diet toward optimal health as well is a large portion of this. So once we start getting into diet, stress reduction, and exercise, you're really affecting people's life because you're doing some lifestyle coaching. And once you get there, we start getting to a place where how you eat, when you eat, how you sleep, what you're doing during the day that might be affecting your sleep. So we really sit down, have a long conversation at that initial consultation about what's going on in your life and not just what are we doing with the numbers. So we learn to treat the patient and not just the numbers.
I was having really bad periods, worse than I think I've ever had, lots of cramping, and I was just really bad cycles. So I went to my OBGYN first, and she said, I'm going to give you a dose of Seraphin. It's a very mild dose, and I'm like, that's not like an antidepressant, is it? She goes, no, not really, it's Seraphin. And I said, okay. So I started taking it, and I felt a little better, and my cycles got a little better, but I was still feeling tired and kind of moody and what have you. So I was doing some research on hormones, and I figured something has to be going on as you get older. So I found Body Logic. So I went and I started to explain to them kind of, I work out a lot, I eat pretty healthy, I'm on the go all the time, but these were some of my symptoms. And then I also told him about what my gynecologist recommended, and I said, and she said it's not like an antidepressant or anything, and he looked at it and he goes, oh no, it's Prozac. So it was a real kind of a shocker. I was like, oh, and he goes, you probably don't need it. You're probably not depressed in that type of way. So I got my hormones checked, and they were a little out of balance, and so together we worked on a plan, but it was just enough to really optimize and kind of get me over that hump to sleep better and to feel better and to not feel as moody, feel more myself again.
I'm a physician that's part of the Body Logic MD. We consider it a family, but it's a national practice of physicians specializing in bioidentical hormone replacement therapy, in nutrition, and exercise and lifestyle coaching. If you'd like to contact me, I'm in Cleveland, Ohio. And otherwise, across the country, you can also find a Body Logic MD physician in your area by going to the website, which is www.bodylogicmd.com.